everybody. And we're going back with another dev stream. Yeah, it's dev stream. We're gonna keep working on, everything that we can. All right. I think we got everything set up. So I got a comment a couple hours ago. New emergency laser yellow shutdown, please. Now, I don't know what this exactly means, if I'm being honest. Uh, why would I know what that means? But yeah, we're gonna be doing a dev stream, solo dev stream, because I'm not doing it with anyone else. This is gonna be a solo dev stream because I'm pretty much one of the only devs that actually does anything for this game anymore. And obviously, this is the final major update of the game, unless we decide to come back to it after however long, because the game's dead. There's no active people, probably at most 15 every now and again. And I mean, you would think that's a decent number, and I would think it is too, but I guess it isn't. I guess it's not what we want. Now, obviously, I'm gonna finish this update before we call it quits for this game. So if you're your last step stream, we made the core temp work. The screen is now fully functional. You got that. The new dark matter laser has officially been added. Pretty neat looking. You get to see that rework uh, in game if you join right now. I need to be checking the chat though. This is so much harder to do. Let's see. But yeah, if you want to see some cool, just let me know. 'Cause I'll probably look at the chat every now and again. If I can. Hold on. All right. So I got everything opened up. Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is the very awesome thing here. Core time screen, functional, works. New dark matter laser works. Looks pretty good. Looks better than it usually are used to. And if you couldn't tell, it might. Yeah, it looks good. Honestly, I can't even complain about that. It just looks good. So now I gotta figure out other stuff. What other stuff? Well, the dorms. That's a new little thing that's coming out. This isn't the entire second floor, by the way. This is just like a barrier. And so yeah, there's gonna be a huge. It's gonna be a big second floor. That we're gonna get it like spanned out over here, probably over there, and over here a little bit, maybe a little over there. It's gonna be a decent. Gonna be a decent thing. All right. Um, I still don't know what to do here. So this is, yeah, I know it looks so low quality. It's a low quality elevator, which yeah, it's gonna be low quality because I'm no expert. Also, I need to fix this. Okay, please. There we go. Does it look better? That looks better. Now, in theory, we shouldn't see as much of a. What is it that's causing that? Oh, so what is this? 'Cause it still looks equal. Oh, it's this. Okay. That looks better. Trying to make it look appealing to those who play it. Okay, so the thing about the second floor is I have to add the echoing system into the second floor as well, so it's going to take extra time to do that because this is going to be a fairly large update. This is going to be something that has been waited for a while, something that I think is going to be fun to to play. Once we officially end the updates for this game, once it's officially discontinued, then, you know, all this group stuff is gonna stay in there because I guess we want people to join the group. You guys understand? We're also gonna be releasing, or maybe we might release the OG, like the original Omega Sandbox reactor. So it'll look significantly different than it does now. It looks, if you've played it when it first came out, it's gonna bring back some nostalgia for you. I think it will. It's the original room. Like the buttons are the original ones that were released back in the beginning, all of that. And the room doesn't have this higher quality look to it. It was definitely an older thing because it's just this is before we even added other rooms. That's how far we're going back. So if you want to see the old game, it used to be just one room, the control room. And that's it. That's all we have. Obviously, there's going to be some modernized things in there, but it's going to be the original room, no extra buttons. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something you can enjoy playing, even though this game is kind of dead anyway. So why would the old one get any more visits? Well, maybe people want to see the old stuff again. So we're going to try it. They won't have the core temperature screen or anything. It's like it's going to be the original setup. It's not even going to have this cool looking screen thing here. This is not going to be there. It's just going to be the flat screen. That's not even going to be there. Yeah, it's going to be old. So expect that to be released at some point. Do I know when? No. But maybe we can get something, you know? All right. I feel like I want to listen to music. Yeah, I know. You're probably like, what? This guy wants to listen to music. Why would he want to listen to music? Um, because I can. Uh, let's get something up here. All right. All right. I know it's taking me so long. I understand that. Hmm. Let's see here. Hmm. There we go. That's nice. All right. We're gonna get back to the dev stuff. Okay, so we should probably work on this a little bit, I would assume. I kind of want to have like a little. I did say I was thinking about adding pipes that would change color whenever you did something, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that anymore. Maybe because how easy would it be to implement that? Because we do that, and when it clicks, you go here, workspace dot part dot brick color equals no. That's not right. Okay, it's all right. We'll figure it out. All right, so um, we look at all this. It just it's kind of sad that this game is done. There's nothing else to do after the second floor because what am I gonna do? Rework the entire game? I could, but that would take so long. People would stop playing by then. There'd be no point in releasing it. This is why the second floor is a huge update, but the last huge update. All right, so dorms probably want to make. What's a server size? Because I need to have one for each player in the server. Right, that would work. Um, maximum visitor count 50. We should probably set that to 10. Uh, probably because it's easier. Because then I only have to make 10 rooms and not 50, even though they're going to be duplicated rooms. So I don't know. What I was thinking about is where, depending on how many there are, it generates a spot for more people. But it's too much work than I'm good at. I can't script that all up. I'm not that good. I'm more of the modeler kind of guy. That's why I made this. I made the lasers look cool. Look at these. That definitely looks better than it used to, right? Well, yeah. I wasn't the one who made this though. This goes all the credit here goes to Salad. This is pretty good build. Trying to look here though. I don't know. What I'd like to see is when it turns off, I want it to, turn off. So I actually have an idea on how I can do this. Basically, when you go to one of the lasers, laser one, when you turn them off, typically it changes laser one to coil dot brick color equals brick color new. Okay, so I figured something out here. If I go here and select, see, but the thing is, these are all apparently individual pieces. So that's not fun. Okay, we group this as a model. We name this coil. This is a huge thing. Really? Am I that dumb? I mean, they're two different models already. So we're gonna name it coil one, coil two. That way we can script it to where these turn black, and so is this. We're gonna name this power supply. And this is going to absolutely allow for cool looks. This is hopefully going to look decent. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I'm trying here. It's just kind of how it goes. So this is the Dark Matter Blaster rework. This is going to be a cool little thing that we added for some visual improvements because the old one kind of looked mid. This looks decent. Maybe, maybe you'll enjoy it. Alrighty. So we go to Dark Matter Blaster. We're gonna go into the code here. Let's see how this works. Okay. So we have to test this. You think it's going to be easy. It's not easy coding. This is actually the first time I've tried scripting without too much help. This is so new to me. So if this works, this is some W coding that we got going on here. W scripting. It's not coding necessarily. It's not loading. It's an issue. Can we load? Nah, we're loading. Okay. We're getting there. A developer has joined the game. Obviously, we have that to signify to signal when someone as a developer joins the game. Okay. So we're gonna go to the Dark Matter Blaster here. It's lagging, I know. When we go to turn it off and it turns off, it should turn black. It didn't. So I did something wrong. Maybe I just suck that bad, I guess. I don't know. I really thought I was getting somewhere, but I'm not. Oh, because it doesn't turn on anymore. So something's broken within the script. We got to figure this out and get it to work. All right. So I want to try to get this to go correctly. Okay. So maybe if we go Maybe like this. Because looking at the other script, it kind of looks like that's how you did it. And don't judge me. I'm bad at scripting. I know. Okay. So it turns off, doesn't turn back on, meaning it didn't work. And it didn't change the colors either. This is bad. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I really thought I was going to be able to, but I can't. So maybe we go into here. We look at this. When you turn it off, it does this. All right. All right. So we got this. Whoops. Maybe, maybe this actually did something. I don't know why, but it just maybe one little space in it could ruin the entire script. That's the thing that's really hard here is if I screw it up. No. I'm just not good apparently. It's still not working. Okay. Let's look and analyze. Look and analyze. Okay. Uh, well, there's an enter here. Okay, so workspace laser one coil brick color equals brick color new. This just looks like it should be working. I guess I'll give it another shot. I don't know what's breaking it because it doesn't really let me know. Still can't turn it back on. It's gotta be how it's set up. You know what? That's it. We're gonna change something here, and it's going to look weird, but it's going to work. Because I'm sick and tired of this not working. So we're gonna click on this here. We're gonna rename it to Dark Matter Blaster. DMB. Shortens the name, allows me to do this cool thing here. No. Now this could work or it could not. And I hope it does work because that would really suck if it doesn't. Yeah, we're renaming the power supply as well. What's It looks like it would work. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so we got the dark matter blaster shortened up. We got to go to coil 1 and coil 2 because these are full on not unions. These I need I'm pretty sure I should unionize these. Union. It is now a union and we're going to move it in here, rename to coil 2 and get rid of the original coil 2. This allows for more color changing. Doesn't it? No. That's not good. Okay. So that's hold on here. Okay, I can change them here. Just wait a second here. It's not letting me change it. Ah, there we go. Okay, I figured it out here. So now we move it in here. Name it coil 2. Boom. Get rid of the original coil 2. Go through coil 1. Create a union here. Move it over here. Rename. Coil 1. Delete that. Coil 1, we have to allow it to use the color properties to change it, as you can see. Power supply also has to get changed to, there we go. And considering that this is a bunch of, it doesn't matter. As you can see, you can change this color. So now everything should work according to plan here if I'm smart. Imagine this fixed everything. Imagine this is how you do it. Imagine this is going to work. It might. Okay, so we can turn it off. We can turn it on. This is this is looking good. Let's get over here. It shuts off. Oh, it shuts off. Look at that. My scripting has gotten better. Evolution. This is this is good. I'm very proud of myself here for this. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I did. Quite honestly, I really didn't think it was going to work. I thought it was just over. Well, it's working. This is awesome. This worked. It turned off. So now I just got to figure out how to make it turn back on, which is really easy after this. This is going to be a fully functional thing here. So now we just go here and we just copy everything you see here. That is how easy it is. You just go here, boom. But then you change it to royal purple. Well, yeah, maybe this will work. Let's give it a shot. So we turn it off because that works, right? We're able to just look at it. It's shut off. This isn't neon, so we're not going to worry about changing that. But it turns off as it looks like it should. When we turn it back on, everything should go back. And it does. Beautiful. This is what I wanted to see. This is the cool stuff that scripting can get you. That's so cool. Well, now you're able to turn it on and off and have it, the colors go with it. So you know when it's on or off. Just like with these, the blue turns off when you press the button. For these, the orange turns off. That's cool. And now you get to enjoy that. Okay. Now, enough messing around. We're going to be adding a very new thing that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So here I was thinking, well, what do I want to make? It's gonna be good. I'm not even kidding you right now. Probably want it this big. You don't know what I'm making yet, so just you wait. Probably like that. Duplicate it like this, just like that. So this is a cool thing. Okay, you get in here. We start this off as like a lime green look, and we make it neon. What is this? It is something that's going to look neat and it's going to work in this. Let me duplicate this real quick. Scale it up. We're gonna turn it into diamond plate. And we gotta lower it. Just like so. You still don't know what it is yet. So don't act like you do. And you actually might know, but that sucks. You don't get to know. We're making something that's going to be revolutionary, something that you're gonna like, something that I hope you like. Well, what is it? Uh, you'll find out. More like that. Scale down. Scale down. Yeah, I know this looks so weird. Beautiful. Now you don't know what this is, and I understand that. Like I said, um, and I'm going to reveal it right now for you guys. This is a cooling unit. That means when you change the temperature, the color of the unit will change. Yeah, I know. Really cool. Not really. I am doing this for the fun. I don't do this for anything else really. Because what else am I gonna do? Now watch this. So we're gonna negate this part. We're gonna go into here. We're going to unionize. It is now a empty thing, but we're gonna do that later. Duplicate up here. Negate this part. Go here. Union. It is now an open glass container. You can tell where the liquid will sit in and all that. It looks good, doesn't it? I hoped it would. This is really just something that you got to think about. That was not what I meant to do. Just unionize that then. That's about all we can do. Nah, never mind. All right. So, okay. This is a liquid cooler. It is going to cool stuff. It is going to heat stuff up. It is going to be something that you change colors. That's right. You thought it was going to be all fun and games, didn't you? Group as model. Name it cooling unit 1. That's right. Cooling units officially in the game. I know they look kind of weird, but you'll you're fine with that. I know you don't care. These are the official cooling units of Omega Sam Illustrator. And it's going to add a little bit of gameplay effect. So I hope. Uh, these are the official cooling units of the game. They're going to be in all different sizes of this. So probably could do. Now, if I wasn't lazy or was able to code it in physically, I would probably try to make them changeable. You can change how much cooling is in the unit, but we're not gonna add that, and for various reasons. This is what you will get. This is something that's still very good, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Being able to see different environmental changes when a button's pressed. I know it looks basic. I know. And I'm sorry that it looks basic. It's just gonna have to be this way. Why? What am I gonna be able to do otherwise? These are the cooling units, and this is what you're gonna get. I hope you enjoy. I really do. Is there gonna be more cameras? Like the ones we got down here? Is there gonna be more of these? No. The cameras are only for the first floor. Second floor doesn't need them if it's not gonna be as cool as the first floor. The only thing that this floor offers is, well, just basic stuff. Just like that, we're gonna do this. We're gonna call this. Okay. These are cooling units. They should, in theory, have working stuff. There you go. This is what it's going to look like. This is something I was thinking about. I was like, well, do I want to add this or do I leave it? And I decided to add this for some, like I said, environmental effects that obviously not many people are going to notice, but if you notice it, cool. So we're going to start off very simple. We're going to go in here. We're going to press enter. I did not mean to press enter there. Stop. Stop doing that. Okay. So we press enter here and we have to do it 4 times. So we can do workspace dot cooling unit one. We're gonna have to do this for everything. Dot liquid dot brick color equals brick color dot new lime green. And that's how easy it is. In theory, this is all I have to do. I know it's not super fun to watch, and I understand that. This is just how it is. I want to make this look as cool as I can for you. All right, now we copy paste this because, should be just able to hopefully work when I do this. Now we close out all our scripts that we were working on. Now we go to the colder ones. Now we have to check the on button. This one's teal, which means we'll once we throw this in, we set all these to teal. And then we can play right here to test if they work because I hope they do. This is a huge thing, and I've never done this before in my life. Okay, so we would press this one, and look at that. See that? If you notice this, you're honestly cool for that. I doubt that you really will. You might notice it on your way in, but it's a basic thing, so it's not gonna look as cool. But yeah, it will definitely change along with the temps. Uh, this actually looks really neat. I like that it can change. Like if you really wanted to add role playing to it, you can choose whether you're putting cold liquids into it, average, this is cool. So expect such a nice environmental update. And maybe I'll even go the extra mile here and go to the first floor over in the core chamber and have some like pipes in here that have the coolant in it. Now, of course, I probably won't because it wouldn't fit, but in here it fits. It makes sense to have it in here because, it's exactly what it is. Wow. I never thought I'd be able to make this and then script it into the gameplay. I mean, it's obviously simple scripting. You could even do it. Like someone who just started could do it. I've never scripted before this without help from someone else, and this is honestly kind of fun. So now we go here, go here. So this one's electric blue, really neat. Like the fact that I want to put this much effort into it is crazy. Usually I wouldn't. Usually I'm not this skilled. Usually I don't care enough, but this final update needs to be good. So I'm gonna add this. Omega, if you're watching this, I'm learning scripting. And I'm gonna be testing all of these once it's finished. I'm gonna publish it as soon as it's done. Because I don't even care anymore how much of this floor is done. You need to be able to witness this cool, get it? Cool thing. I like how much more work I get done when I'm not getting trolled. Ah, I figured it out there. Okay. So if I really wanted to, I could add different sizes, which would be really cool. Let's give it a shot. So let's hope that it doesn't break when I do this. So we'll start with the coldest temps. Cool. Cool. Nice. All right. Oh. Cool. Cool. There we go. That's beautiful. So you're able to change it as much as you want now. And I know it looks like this, but I don't really care. It can look however it needs to if it looks this good. I like it. Second floor is also going to be home to, if I really have to tell you, the engine room or like a generator room. So there's going to be some cool environment stuff, theme stuff like this in it as well. Wow. Okay. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more cool dev stuff, things like that. I mean, you don't have to, but it'd be cool if you did. All right. Yeah. Thinking here, what do I do? All right. Let's see. Let's Alright. So, yeah, I was thinking about what I want to add more in this room. It's got to be something else. Let's see. Let's see. What is something maybe- Oh, why am I doing this? I really need to stop trying to make stuff look good. The screen outline is also going to be changing colors along with the temps. And it's so cool that I'm doing stupid stuff like this. Uh, all right. So, Alright. If this works, that'll be hilarious. Hello, hello. So that guy, I mean, so you're about to see what it looks like. That's right. You're about to see the cool little thing where we got going on. Okay. Time to test it out. Okay. So when you get in, look around. You want to change the color? Yeah, you can do that. But look, even the screen changes color now. Wow, that is awesome. So this is like the new time control. Like this is what it's gonna look like. So you get a nice sized thing here. You can officially have like freeze down events as you would. And you don't get to see it here because you know it's not important here. But if you go over here, this is where you see the cool stuff. You're gonna see awesome uh, environment changes, basic stuff like that, I guess. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, so alright, so Oh, welcome back. Let's see. Dorms is the next thing that we're gonna release. Uh, yeah. I'm going to release this update right now, so you're able to see the finished temp control room. So you are able to test this out. Just speeds up the process. That's all. This is the basic dorm zone. So it's gonna need I need to figure out a midpoint. You'll understand what I'm doing in a second. So this is actually how we or how I am going to make these rooms. But realistically, this is what you'll see. This is like the very basic bone. This is the backbone of the entire structure because it's going to be like the walls. This is the walls, the frame walls. So it's gonna look good. I hope. I'm working on this way too early. Hold on. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. So this is the frame. We gotta yoink this, duplicate. What do you mean duplicate? Oh, we're taking it to lazy root. Oh, 100. Of course, I'm taking it the lazy way. It's just so much easier for me to do. You can see it's fairly easy to make these rooms by blocking. Okay. I gotta add one of these for each individual room. Yep, it's gonna be bright. Like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry that these look so low quality, but you understand that making 10 of these, it takes a little bit of time regardless. And if I wanted to put so much detail into each individual one, it would take too much. So sorry, it's not going to look as high quality as you want it, but it's gonna look good. The dorms are officially gonna be out soon. Be ready for it. This is Omega's office. Really cool for a really cool dude. Yeah, look at this. It's bright. But if I turned on futuristic lighting, it looked better. This is to where it actually works. Go try it if you haven't already, or someone else uses it. Private servers are recommended. Check all these cool things out. Okay, so I need a bed. We're gonna make a bed. You know what? I'm sorry. I decided that I was gonna put as much effort as I wanted into this, and I'm going to put effort into. Before you ask what this is, it is something very I made an actual bed. This is crazy. And it's taking a little bit just to put blocks. It's not gonna be easy. Yeah, yeah. will never know how much effort it is because of that. Let's take a quick break, then I'll be back. back, you know, well, taking a break was good. Taking a break was good. I was able to do other stuff as I um, so we got these basic beds that I built here. They look well as they should be basic. They have a little board support, I guess, bed. Overall, it looks basic as it as the name suggests. So yeah, there's that. We need to get. And honestly, we might just have to use 3 miles for it because I don't know if I want to keep uh, manually making these things. But we could figure it out. Yes. Because like making a rug is something that needs to be done. So if we add one of these to each thing, all right. So for now, that's probably gonna end up being it. Other than we're gonna add we know that it looks pretty bad. There's not much I can do about it unless I want to spend hours upon hours on just these 10 rooms, which are not even supposed to be super high quality as it is. This is some major thing. This is just some basic thing to get people to realize that, oh, hey, these are the dorms. These are probably places that you can sleep and live in. This is where factory workers would live in. Uh, if we're counting more, here, that's that's how it would work. Factory workers would live in the facility. There is no way for them to get home. They're in space. Oh, it's just way over here. So of course they're uh, gonna have to sleep and live in the facility because they can't go anywhere else, which is quite crazy. Was I thinking about adding windows? Yes, it just wouldn't work. Alright, so these are the dorms. Now, if I wanted to, actually what I'm doing right now is publishing. That's probably okay. Okay, everything looks good. So we're gonna publish this. So there you go. You got that. Cool. I know you don't hate this. I know it's something that you guys will enjoy, or I hope you will enjoy. And maybe it'll even get the game more visits. We had some updates. So in theory, we play here, and the updates board is shown. 1 second play progress, norms, have control room. You're gonna be seeing updates on the update board now. The update board was not updated for a little bit because, yeah, and publish. We're gonna shut down our servers. I'm gonna join it, just a separate thing, and peek it out. I'm excited to see what people are messing with within the game because this is gonna be pretty sick. Are people messing with it? No. The second floor. Huh. Wow. This is so cool. Alright. So I'm at you can't see it, but, I'm actually in a public server right now checking out, how the update went. It looks good. How does the bed look compared to the player? Really tiny? Of course. Well, I mean, it is what it is. It looks decent, I would say. It looks better than other things I've built. Just a bunch of rooms, basic stuff. Everything should be in the control rooms. I don't know what it has in its own room. So it is better. Yeah. There is a new music. Um, I'm just in the public server and everyone's kinda just enjoying it. Yeah, people are finally starting to understand how the temp screen works. This is awesome. Where is Alright, so we're gonna get back to work here a little bit more. I wanna get these in, even though they're pretty much useless, it's just a decoration at this point. Alrighty. Look at this. Alright, it's cool. We're, doing progress as usual. Yeah, so second floor's not gonna get done for a long time, so don't expect it to be done anytime soon. Like, this is a tiny part of the new floor. This is just cool stuff to add in before we, do anything else. But yeah, people don't understand that there's a core temp screen. They look at it and they're like, "Oh, cool, I guess." But if they go to the second floor, you can actually change the temperature of the core, and it's cool looking, stuff like that. Sure. So this isn't another District B or anything, but, if you don't there was cameras that we added in one of the updates because we thought it was gonna be cool to be able to look around the place. I'm gonna tell you, there's not gonna be cameras in the second floor. While I could add them, it's just there's no point. I've never seen anyone actually really use the cameras that are here. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. We're gonna add the echoing stuff so that echo works throughout the entire map, and I think you're gonna like it. And if you don't, I mean, that's all right too. This is supposed to be fun. If you don't like it, don't play it. I would recommend you do play it because it is fairly decent. Hey, I just don't see why someone would hate it. So yeah, you actually get to see live update, which I know is really cool and some things. But if I was like more popular, I think it'd be better. And I'm not, so sorry, but I'm not popular. There's not much I can do about it though, so it's gonna be something you have to deal with. Like, I can't get more popular fast enough for this to actually get viewed. And the people that do watch it, I appreciate it. It's just you get insight as to what's coming next. You actually get to know exactly what comes out. But you don't know what the next streams are. These are gonna be the last streams of Floor 2 before OSR is discontinued. No more major updates. I hope you all understand that there's no way to continue. There's so much directing. It was so fun while it lasted. But obviously, sometimes it has to end. There is going to be a District C, which means multiple rooms within it. But, that's the thing. That's all you get. This engine room, obviously. This is like the engine, so this is where you get power and stuff. Now I know the technology room is would have that. That's the servers. So these are the servers that keep the place running, but there has to be power to it, right? These are the generators. Generators actually be really hope you guys end up liking this because this has been such a stressful project. These past however long, and I want it to look. I don't actually know anyone that played this game a whole lot other than like friends of mine I told to play it. If you are someone who loved this game but it was still going, uh, let me just tell you, I appreciate that you even played this game. Not a lot of people did, and that's what kind of changed everything when everyone did. I appreciate all you even thought that this game was gonna work because of you, this is happening. Like it made the game better. The game looks good now. So once the original map is posted, no other rooms, you'll look back, you're like, "Oh, it changed a lot since then." And I hope you enjoy every change that there was. There's not much that we could even add anymore either. The the best thing we could do is reworks, right? We could rework a lot of these, but there's no point because if the game doesn't get many visits, what's the point of making everything look super great when no one plays? Now I know you're probably wondering, well, why do you care? It's not that I really care. It's the fact that we can't. Because these updates have been obviously fun to make. They took a long time to do, and I really apologize that they did. There's really no way that we could add an update that's for the game to get popular. The second floor is our last shot at trying to get the game more active players. If it doesn't make it, which is why it's going to get discontinued. This if this update makes the game blow up all of a sudden, then yeah, we're going to come back to this game. We're going to keep working on it. But if it doesn't, it's over. I understand that you probably don't want to see this game end. You don't want to see this game go after how long it's been here. It's not actually going to get taken down though. It's just not going to receive updates. Maybe it will. It's not going to be huge updates. Small bug fixes or something every now and again. But the major updates like second floor, for example, you're not going to see those again. Maybe not never, but not for a long time after this. This is such a hard update to make. Like I enjoy it. I personally enjoy it. But I don't know if you understand that making this has been so stressful because it's like when we're making it, we want people to enjoy it. If they don't enjoy it, then we don't enjoy making it because it's just a waste of time, right? Like, this is why it's so hard being a developer. Like if you want to become a developer, don't let what I say stop you. You can I have faith that you guys can become big developers. Like I ain't. I'm not good at developing stuff. But I'm sure you guys can get it. Obviously, deving is going to be a massive challenge. So if you want to start deving or are a dev and need some advice, this is my advice to you. If you want to make a good game that gets visits, hundreds of thousands of visits, I recommend that you stay consistent. Like I wasn't. I was never consistent. Uh, what I mean by consistency is you want to release updates or whatever you want to be regular. You want regulatory updates that come out about the same time every however often. And I did not make these come out. I made updates every now and again. And what was funny is I stopped working on this game for like a month or two. And I came back, started adding groups, reworks. It was cool. But this game is no longer fun. If you want a game that's going to stick, like a game I wish I could have, this could have stuck, but it doesn't. It's not going to. You guys got this. I have faith that you guys can make a game as popular like this was, maybe even more popular. You guys don't understand that being a developer is there's also some, like I said, struggles. Sometimes fans don't like an update that you post. And you got to deal with that because you can't really tell them, oh, you can't say that because they can't say obviously sometimes they like your update, and that's what I find joy in doing as a developer, making an update that somebody likes. Because when someone likes an update I make, it makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel like I did something that helped people. I make an update as good as that. There's gonna be times where you don't, where you want to stop deving, even. And my my advice is don't quit because nobody likes what you're doing. Like you will have negative people, communities that you are building, but you got to stay positive about that. You got to keep working at making it even better. So someday you can make it very popular. You'll tell those haters that, hey, look what I did that you can't do, or look what I did. I became better than you said I was going to. You can pretty much get rid of those haters. As some of them, obviously, as your game gets more popular, you'll get more people that don't like it, or and more people that do. So you want to stay focused towards the part that do like it. When you see a suggestion for an update or something, read it, consider it. I do that whenever someone makes a suggestion. I see it. How could this help the game, and how could this hurt the game? If I add a certain update, would people or would it be regulatory within the game? Like, would it be used not super often? Someone asked me to make doors like these doors here. What? I said I probably couldn't do that. And the reason why is because someone would abuse that. They already abused the core that thing. I'm not going to get rid of that because it's a big part of the game. But people would abuse shutting the doors, locking people. Now, I understand that they would want it in a private server only. Then there's no point in adding it if it's only for private servers. So that's why I said that wasn't going to be an update. And maybe it will later, but for now, obviously, no. So yeah, this is what being a dev is all about. You just got to stay positive, keep and even if you don't release a good update, the people that like your game, the people that are dedicated to that game, they'll keep playing no matter what. They don't care if it's a good update or a bad update. And obviously, I'm not saying that people make that's not what I'm trying to get at here. I'm trying to say that they keep deving stuff beats for a popular game are obviously needed, things like that. And then probably my final piece of advice is don't don't hate your community. I know I pretty much said that before. But like what I mean is, well, when someone's hating on your work or hating on your game that you're making, you're like, oh, this is horrible. You're never gonna make it. Back to the earlier thing, prove them wrong. Prove them that your game is better than they say, and they'll stop hating on you. They'll be like, oh, this guy really is good. You know, some of them will stop. Uh, that's how you challenge yourself. You challenge yourself to be better than they are by making releasing an update that a lot of people like, and they're prove to them that you're better than they said you were. And it could turn out really well. You can make a game go from no visits or like 10 visits to hundreds to thousands to millions, things like that. Obviously, Omega Sandbox Reactor only made it to like 300,000 visits, and that's our peak. We can't get much higher than that because the game started dying. Now, our other game, the Black Hole Experience game, that game has some potential. It's almost at a million visits now. I have helped Devin a little bit, like a very slight bit. 'Cause now, like I said, Sandbox Director, we have like 1 to 9 people active a day, or 9 people active passively, and Black Hole Experience has at the very least 15 to 40 to 50, maybe sometimes 60 active at once. And it's really cool to see that some games are obviously better than others. You just gotta figure out what genre works. Or you can take it the slow route and make a game you like, make a game you personally like. You should care about community, what they play. And so if you make a game that you like, dedicate yourself to it for a long time, make it high quality and all that, then it'll start gaining visits. Even if it's not a popular genre, it visits really, really decent. So currently, the Black Hole Experience has 892,000 visits. We are inching closer to a million. And once we hit a million, we're going to have a huge, I mean, a huge celebration. Because, that's a massive milestone. And I don't think you actually understand that it takes a creator so long to be able to reach this milestone. That's how you know that these people are dedicated. These people are dedicating their careers to a game that they want to get popular. Black Hole Experience is one of those games that we dedicated ourselves to for a little bit, and we just made it a fun game. I guess so. The genres are weird. Some people like funny games that are more focused on memes and stuff. It has other stuff in it. That's a multi-genre game. That's probably why it gets a lot of visits because it's fun. And now, while like a sandbox character has a little bit of memes in it, like the meme that is all that, it's not going to be as popular because it's typically for one genre and it's like a core game. That's it. And I guess there is the sandbox genre that goes along with it, but those games have a very low peak. They don't get incredibly popular until they start to die down, like a sandbox genre. We what we do is we kind of mix two or more genres into one game, which makes it more popular because it's more gameplay and fun stuff to do. So if you want to make a multi-genre game, think about how much you put in. So like think about how much fun you want to put into, how much drama you want to put into it, how much gameplay. If you want it to be a repetitive game, make sure that it's fun enough or action packed enough for it to be repetitive. Because if it's repetitive, people are going to play it over and over again. Get bored. Same thing over and over again. That's why some people make randomly generated that can it's different every time so I could leave again went back random completely different from what I had last time. And that is a game that you can play for hours upon hours. And it would never really get old because you're playing a different thing each time. So games like Doors, they're really good at that randomly generated stuff. But there's some things that are specifically supposed to be written at that spot. The rest is so that's what's really cool to me. I don't know if you guys are wanting to become a dev, anything like that, but just know that I support those new developers that make it big someday. Make a game that people are gonna en So, some people were wondering, what specifically like a mega and I guess a couple of fans of like sandbox reactor. They're like, what was your motivation to make and keep developing Mega Sandbox Reactor after all this time, even after it's dying down as it is now? Why do you still work on it? Is well, I started working on it back when it first came out. When I was starting to work on it, I had a ton of ideas. I was like, "Oh, we need a new room here, probably some new mechanics here, new buttons here," and I was adding and adding and adding. But then like even now, I still have a couple of ideas. But, I lost a lot of those ideas because I realized that they won't work. And so my motivation here is, you know, people that play it deserve updates that are pretty decent that they can play for quite a while. So that's why the second floor is gonna be one of those updates that I'm motivated to do because I wanna see the community enjoy. My my focus isn't like the Robux you can get from it, uh, popularity. I mean, it's kind of the popularity as well, but, it's more focused on the community. I want them to enjoy it. That's why I keep devving this game, even though it's dead. I want people to enjoy the game and play it. Now I know that since this game reached its peak, adding the second floor hopefully isn't gonna do, but you gotta think that even if a game has reached its peak, there's always a chance that it can go higher. Just so Omega Sandbox reached its peak. Technically, if we release this second floor and we wait, there is a small chance that the peak will grow and we start getting tons of visits just because of one update. One update can change your entire game. It can either make it a lot better or it can make it a lot worse. So obviously, with the aim, make it a lot better, but sometimes it doesn't work out. That's okay, right? You never know. Like, like I said, a huge development project for me. Like, it was just this room, this controller with the buttons, and there wasn't even this many buttons back when it started. The controller didn't even look this good back when it started, and I decided to add it. Yeah, I decided to add some stuff. That's actually how I was hired. They had ideas for this game. They said, "Sure, go for it," and it ended up gaining the game a lot of popularity. And now the game's dead. Not a whole lot of reason to keep updating it. I keep updating it because I like this game. Played it. And I guess yeah, that's like I said, that's my motivation. Making a update or a game, this game that the community likes. So going back to before, if you want to become a dev, try it. If you're unsure about it, just give it a shot. You can do it. I definitely think you can. Even if you start off making a simple game, like hobbies, simple, you can make a good hobby without a ton of effort. They hobbies get popular. I mean, they have a lower peak than some other genres, but they can still reach it. You can couple million visits if you put enough effort into it, I guess. You can also put very minimal effort into it, and you can probably still get a couple 100,000 visits. That's how easy it is for some lot of levels, but not a whole lot of detail. I'll still play it because, well, it's got gameplay. There's times where people, if it's a horror game, people will look for gameplay and detail. If it's an hobby, they're looking mainly for that gameplay and fun that they can have. So as much effort as you want to put in for something like that, make sure the gameplay is an hobby is probably the first thing I recommend making for anything else. Then if it starts getting visits, it can get more and more. You keep adding levels until eventually you have like 1,000 levels in a hobby. And no one's gonna get pretty much no one's gonna get to the end unless they dedicate hours upon hours of time. And that's when you know you have a good game, willing to stay in for that long to beat the game. Because people are completionists. They want to get to the end. So if you make a 1,000 level hobby and you get people to play it, some people will play it till the end, which is actually crazy to think about. So yeah, if you're still on that fence about trying to become a dev, whatever you want to do, but being a dev is amazing. Obviously, hate. There's also people that love praise you for your updates. That's what's fun. Recognition. Yeah, you should go try being a dev at least. If you try it, I'm sure you're going to stuff like yeah. So let me get back to work here. So we have District C. What's going to be in District C? Well, that's a good question. I don't know yet. That's what I mean by my ideas are gone. I'm out of ideas. That's why the second floor was my best idea yet, where I can combine multiple ideas for I'm already running out of stuff. I'm not as good as actually I am better at stuff. Engine room, I'm going to prioritize what's going to be over here, probably down the forehead, to make sure that nothing covers this, because this is actually a very valuable. All right. And if you don't think that you're going to be as a dev, don't let that stop. Even if it doesn't work out, at least you tried. At least you had fun making your game. And who knows, maybe sometime it will gain popularity without having it. Like there's games that you made, games that you probably made before that didn't get popular, and if you left it for a while, I'm sure they could get popular. They could probably get maybe few thousand visits, which isn't bad because I think the best game I've made on my I do have my own. I kind of abandoned it. Like a sandbox reactor. Yeah, that old Roblox group only has 49 and like a 15,000. So my Roblox wasn't popular. It isn't popular. Probably never will be. But I have older games that I mean, some people play it like Super Edition. It was a funny little game I made. It only has 59 visits. It's never going to get less. Obviously, if I become a popular person, like games that I've made in the past, that was not a good dev, and get them more visits. Maybe that'll get my group more members. But I want to be a dev that's recognized what he does. And I just want to have fun doing it. One of my games, Banana Craze, it was a third-person shooter game. I had to hunt. I mean, you wouldn't think it's I thought I thought it was back in the day. This game. I think I created this game in 2024, so last year, and I updated it 5 months after I made it, and that was like the last update. I haven't worked on it since. So I haven't worked on it in over a year. And am I going to work on it? I don't know. Like I said, I've been focusing on games in Omega Infinity since that because I know that I'm probably not going to be able to make a good enough update for my games that I could. Obviously, as I've been saying before, you should try it. I mean, I could try it, but I have other things to focus on. Sandbox reactions, things like that in the other Roblox group because my Roblox group isn't popular. Trying to work on it, trying to keep updating stuff in it if it's not popular. Why not update things that's more popular that I also my goal is to get one of the crown of those kids for having a certain amount of active. I haven't got thought I would have. They said I think it's I've definitely contributed to Omega Sandbox Reactor a lot, and it's had it, let me actually check. Like even now, we still have around 12,000 monthly active users. We still have a decent amount of visits. Let me see. I would, like I said, I would like to get it. If I ever, I know I would like to. I'm not. Let me check the monthly active users on Black Hole Experience real quick. Monthly active users, 86,000. We have so many monthly active users that we're about at the benchmark for top 10,000 experience. Like we've gone from 60,000 to 100,000 now. We definitely high. And obviously, adding updates for that game gives it possibility. So getting the, I think for Omega Sandbox Director, the best we would get is the ad rate Chronicles, which is 10,000 the peak. The black hole a lot higher. It's 100,000, which could get us the sparkle time. Now, I don't know if it's going to give it to all of us. That and it's saying that they're I know I should be working, but I'm checking this. Alright. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna keep working on the engine for now. I think that we're gonna call it. You know, I don't know. I said I wasn't going to. I said I was gonna keep working, but I definitely need more than just a small break. I need to chill. Well, I hope you guys enjoy. I also hope that you liked the advice that I gave, if you even did. And I will see you guys in the very next stream or video or whatever I plan on doing. Anyways, I appreciate all of you who watched and played Legacy of Life.